What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is good to have you here on this lovely Monday night. It is May 8th, 2023. It's 7:01 p.m. PT here in Vegas. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a great weekend. I did. I was in San Francisco. Went out for a couple nights, had some good food, saw some friends. Went to Dolores Park, smoked a joint, looked at the city, did a hike. It was a good time. Bought some hot sauce and some coffee beans. It was a good time. Cannot complain. Good times. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Star Wars Shattered Frontiers, Episode 9. Yup. Okay. I'm excited about tonight's session. Should be a good one. I think you guys will all enjoy it. I think the party will enjoy it. And it'll be a fun one. Let's say out of the boys. Boys!
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Oh.
What's up, nerds? What's going on?
Hey.
Talking about food. What else do we talk about in this fucking channel?
Well, there's other things.
There's
but they're not
definitely other
safe for
things.
work.
Mhm.
Food, baseball. That's all.
I'm with Hal on this one.
Mhm.
the baseball.
You guys say some crazy shit. Never me, just you guys. So it's Monday, boys. That means we have some Star Wars to play. But before we jump into that, Zarian, how the fuck are you, sir?
I'm good. Just chilling. Nothing
Okay.
wild. Wedding
Okay.
planning's coming along.
Ooh.
Doing good.
And what's the initial game plan? Any like venues, spots, style of wedding, like initial thoughts you guys are having, or just kind of figuring it out?
Oh yeah. No, we got plenty. It's we're doing a smaller destination wedding and then having local receptions where our families are. And we thought that was going to be the easy way. Turns out you really just plan 3 weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do not recommend from a logistics standpoint.
That's not what I'm doing. They're coming to me
Yeah.
if that ever happens.
What's the destination?
Portugal.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Hell yeah. Beautiful country. Love it there. Love it there. Awesome, man. Mr. Sticks, how are you doing?
Yes.
What's going on?
I'm okay. We're preparing in my household for a very busy week next week. It's Mother's Day and it's going to be like 80 degrees and sunny. So,
Indeed, it is Mother's Day. Indeed, it is.
It's going to be fucking crazy. We already have 130 covers on the books and 90 of them are at brunch. So,
Wow.
it's going to be a hell of a day.
I believe
Hopefully
in
a
you.
record breaker. Yeah.
I believe in you. You're going to do great. It's going to be awesome and worth it. Just you wait.
And sadly I won't have any Star Wars to look forward to that next week. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, before we continue, it will be a bye week next Monday, the 15th. That's just how it's going to have to be. Sorry, folks.
Family shit.
Yeah, but we will continue on with episode 10 on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Which is great.
But other than that, we're just preparing for that. We ordered a bunch of new plates. We ordered some more silverware. We got some new coffee carafes coming in.
Nice.
We are stocking up and getting ready to do all that. And that's pretty much it for me.
Beautiful. How are you doing, Rival?
Okay. Had a good weekend. Meal prepped, another delicious meal. And
Good.
I had a good day at work, so I'm alive.
This pleases me. Good. Good. Mr. Morton Salt, how art thou?
I'm good. You know, living the dream. I'm up and breathing, so that's good, right? How are you doing, man?
I suppose it is good, yes. I'm great. I had a nice trip to San Francisco. Just got back yesterday.
How you holding up?
I'm good. I'm holding up all right. I'm gonna be seeing the baby and the lady tomorrow. They're getting home after 2 weeks away, so that'll be fun. I miss them very much, so it'll be good to see them. And we have obviously a Mother's Day brunch ourselves that we're gonna go to on Sunday, which is exciting. And I have another job interview on Thursday morning, so I'm hoping I can. It should be like damn near a final interview with a company, so I'm hoping I can get a job out of that conversation, and then I'll hopefully be starting a job in like June-ish. That'd be the dream scenario. We'll see. Or I really will be streaming and doing YouTube full time. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But job in the same field. Oh, definitely the same field for sure. Mr. HP Sean. Good to see you, by the way. Okay, gentlemen, let's roll for destiny, please. Go ahead and roll it up, my friends.
Dark side's gonna dark, baby.
Yes.
Oh, Schnez coming through.
There we go.
Hey,
Adding a little balance.
Small beacon of light.
the force must remain in balance.
Okay. That's good. Wonderful. What did you guys get, or what did you utilize your experience on from last week? Starting with Al, and then we'll go down in Discord.
I didn't do anything with it. So I guess banking it.
Okay. Rival?
Banking it, heard.
I am also banking.
Okay. Sticks, are you banking?
No, I banked the last week, so I actually spent this week. I got improved center of being. Suffer one strain to perform center of being as an incidental, and what center of being does is until the start of my next turn, attacks against me have their critical rating increased by 1 per rank of center of being, meaning that I am harder to crit, basically.
Love
So-
that. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool. Walter.
I took second rank in toughened to gain an additional +2 to my wound threshold and save the rest for the future.
Smart. Okay. I like it.
The dark and scary future.
So my wound threshold now is 16.
Nice. I need to start getting points in that shit.
Yeah, that's good. Get your wounds, folks. Get your wounds
And
up.
strain. Both of them. Grit and
All right, so we had a great session just a few days ago. Episode 8 was cool. Essentially, that session started out with the crew coming back from the asteroid base, and they showed up to the rooping, and as they showed up, they saw a bunch of people leaving, and apparently Vad had a funeral that morning, and then they had a gathering after the funeral at the rooping with some of their friends and loved ones and whatnot. At that little get together, as people were leaving, as at the near the end of the day before curfew started, the crew met a man named Barry, who is the manager of the boss office in ISIS. The boss office is, of course, the Bureau of Ships and Services. That bureau essentially is like the transportation conglomerate that is galaxy-wide, all over the galaxy, literally everywhere, that registers, tracks, and manages transponder codes attached to starships. And it's like a tracking system, a registration system. Think like a space DMV, kind of, in a weird way, and a transportation service agency.
Department of Transportation.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. Yep. All kind of rolled into one. You don't want to fuck with Boss. They have a lot of resources, and it's to screw with a ship transponder code or fly illegally is bad news. And that's why a lot of people try to keep their ships legit. Or unless you're Han Solo and you're constantly changing your transponder code and, you know, smuggling around and laying in the shadows, as some people do in the galaxy. Anyway, they meet this guy, Barry. Barry, slightly corrupt, is like, look, I don't want to see the Ashen Angel, which was Vad's ship, you know, get parted out, get torn up and essentially tossed in a dump and stripped down because there was no one to leave it to, and it will be taking up valuable space like a Sol-2 spaceport, where, you know, the owner won't be able to pay the docking fee because he's dead. They'd rather have a ship parked there that can actually make them money. So they're going to want to get rid of that ship. He doesn't want to see it go to waste, so he offers to take Vad's identichip and switch it over to someone's name in the party for the deal that they came up to was 30,000 credits. It will be in Nazar's name because Nazar has, you know, the best rap sheet.
Literally a
or literally
spotless
nothing.
rap sheet.
Yeah, nothing on it. That's the Barry guy said it's gonna take 48 hours. Everyone was cool with it. He fucked off. Curfew hit. The next day, the crew did some shopping. Schnez did some more investigation and snooping around and staking out of the Nemoidian for his bounty hit that he's working on. He eventually enlisted the help of the crew, and they helped him complete his bounty mission, which was to find Toxamebe, a Nemoidian that screwed over Bropa the Hutt by stealing, selling, doing something with a droid or two or some number of droids in a shipment that he was selling. And turns out Tox sold one extremely valuable, powerful security droid, an MI series security droid, for 30,000 credits to some gangsters that worked for Otis the Hutt, and that he thought he'd be safe living on a planet that Otis runs. He didn't think that Bropa's people would be able to come for him whenever he was what he thought and what the goons told him would be a safe place for him. Oops. So he and his cousin, who was covering for him, were both killed in the penthouse that Tox was renting out. They did some finagling. They paid off the security guard to wipe the security cameras, and they walked out of there with 5,000 credits from Tox's safe in his room. That was the remaining money from the 30K he made from the droid sale. And then the crew jumped in their speeder, and they are now just getting back to the Rooping as curfew is starting. And that is where we begin with episode 9 of Shattered Frontiers. Did I forget anything? I got everything right.
I think you got everything.
All right. Okay, gentlemen, please take it away.
Well, we have just gotten out of the speeder and we're heading to the Rooping after the bounties. So,
I think I just opened the doors for us.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on in the Rooping?
So you guys
Yeah,
go
anybody
in.
here?
You guys go in, and Horace and Ollie are cleaning up. Horace is cleaning up tables. Ollie's behind the bar. Seth is not in the bar, but you're assuming he's probably just in his office or something like that. And are you coming in, Shnez, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Nope, no worries.
Keep my grubby hands off your token. There we go. You guys come walking in. Ollie is like washing something. He looks up and he's kind of like sweaty from some like steamy water. He looks up and he says, "Hey, how's it going, fellas?" And he starts putting wet, clean glasses on the counter for everyone, and he pours water in them.
I look at him and I say, "Oh no, this won't do. We're celebrating tonight."
Oh yeah, why are you celebrating? And then he just puts a very cheap bottle of booze on the counter.
I look over at Shnez and I say, "Well, mission accomplished."
Mission accomplished. What, you kill Otis the Hut already? And he kind of laughs.
Nazar kind of looks at him and he says, "No. A step in the right direction, then. Yes."
Shnez just kind of doesn't really say anything in response to that. He doesn't seem to be like celebrating for accomplishing the mission.
Fair enough. Yes, Sed pours everyone a drink. He takes a little swig as well. Says, well, if you need food, let me know. Sed's in his office. We got inventory tomorrow, so he's busy, but I got a lot to do, so if you need food, let me know. Horace can run something for you. But other than that, yeah, good seeing you, fellas. Let me know if I can help you with anything, especially with any Otis bullshit. I'm eager for that motherfucker to go down. Then he disappears to the back. Horace is just like walking around the bar, doing shit, cleaning up. It's just you guys sitting at the bar.
You know, they keep mentioning this this hut and their problems with him, but if you've noticed, they've done nothing since we've been here to eliminate him. And I'm not saying this loud enough for Seth or Ollie to hear this because I don't want problems with them. I'm just saying it to the group.
Yeah. I think I look over and I say, "Yes, I've noticed that as well. But I also don't believe them to be capable of such a feat. Just the two of them."
This well, they talk a big game for two people that aren't capable.
Yes, indeed, as you will find many people do in this galaxy.
Well, it seems as if their interests and our interests have aligned for the moment.
Yes, but I seldom do things without recompense, if you will. And I find their lack of offering anything in the way of help or reward to be a little concerning.
Yes, this free stay or whatever is quaint, I guess, but I don't know. Soon he'll be leaving.
Yes. Well, I also find this to be more of a scratch my back and I will just moan in ecstasy rather than I'll scratch yours, if you catch my drift.
I
Um,
see that many people have that same style in my travels.
Yes. Well,
How long did they say it would take for the ship to be completed?
48 hours and we've spent 12.
Hmm.
So
That's
another
good.
day
I
and a
have
half.
a few things I need to accomplish yet before we would head out. The credits that you have now will suffice, correct?
Yes, I should do just fine. I have enough to pay off the gentleman.
So Shnez is gonna finish his drink real fast and look at the other three.
Gentlemen, I am going to retire.
As you
I'll see you
wish.
in the morning.
Gideon nods.
Shnez heads off up to his room.
Okay. Dell, I
Alright.
must commend you on a fantastic job today.
Thank you. I just did what I do every day.
Yes. We wouldn't have been able to do anything that we accomplished today without you.
Hmm, how many credits do you have left? Because I was counting on, I guess, Schnez not pitching it, and probably could hand some of those credits back out to Gideon and myself.
Yes, I think there will be about 6,000 left. So I can distribute that amongst the group, and I'll Star Wars Venmo Schnez his 2,000 credits. Everybody take 2,000.
Doesn't. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting.
That should cover everything, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose there's nothing left to be said for this day. We just finish our drinks and head off.
What time is it right now?
It's like just after curfew. It's
Mm,
nighttime's hitting.
Yeah,
Okay.
like 7 o'clock or something. Okay.
Gideon finishes his drink and just kind of gives Dell and Nazar a nod and heads upstairs
Okay.
to his room.
Dell will leave 100 credits on the bar and kind of yell out, "For the nice room," and also retire.
Okay. Nazar?
I'm probably going to retire as well.
No problem. So you guys go up to your rooms, which is fantastic. Does anyone do anything when they're alone? Does anyone have anything to do
Gideon,
before
do you
bed?
still have the star map?
Yes.
I want to have a chat with Gideon in my fancy suite.
Okay.
Pretty sure I still have it, right, somewhere?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do.
It's an unknown star map because no one knows how to read it.
Yep.
Cool.
Well, we know how to read it. We just don't know what it's pointing at.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay. And Gideon's just going to be attempting to meditate in his room. So.
Well, I'm going to pull you into my room so we can
Oh.
talk about the star map before you do that.
Oh, you followed me up. Okay. Okay.
So I'm sitting at my little coffee table here. And I'm actually wondering, Soma, before I get into the whole RP-ness of the whole thing,
Yeah.
Can we possibly do like a little researchy thing, like an assisted knowledge thing, and see if we can't make another attempt at this?
Absolutely.
Okay. Great. Because I would like to use my 1 point in knowledge lore with Gideon's 4 intellect and do like an assisted research thing. If you're cool with that.
I think that's totally fine. Yeah.
All right.
If
I'm
you
going to
guys-
RP it out.
You guys can have unlimited chances, but if you succeed on your checks, you guys can learn a little bit.
Okay. All right. So I basically call you in and I say, Gideon, I would like to look at that star map one more time.
Gideon kind of shrugs and takes it out and like delicately puts it on the table.
The fuck?
I mean, you can try.
Well, I suppose you can help me out a little bit.
Gideon sits.
All right, I'm going to roll. What's the difficulty? Was it 3P or 2P, 1 black, or I forget what it was?
3P, 1 black.
Jesus. Okay. All right. My temporary modifier's in as well. Success.
Okay. So essentially you guys took out the map, you set it down on the table, or the star chart, you put it on the table, And you're just trying to concentrate together to figure it out. That's it. That's the
Yeah,
move?
we're just doing research. I'm pooling from his knowledge of being out in the galaxy. I'm pooling from my knowledge of reading, lore scrolls or whatever in the Sith archives back on Thule. And we're putting our heads together, which I didn't do the first time. And I'm seeing if 2 heads are better than 1 here. So maybe we stay up fairly late, and we each get a strain from it or something for staying up late. But
So
however you want that threat to manifest. I don't know. It's up to you.
yeah, a strain each is fine. I like that suggestion. Both of you, please roll me in your dice pool just your force ratings. Just roll force.
Okay,
Middle thing, top of the
let
sheet.
me do something. Hang on. How do I do just force? Sorry. Oh, I see it. Just put
Yeah.
a 1 in it. Okay, got it.
Yeah. I am a dark sider, so
Okay.
too dark is great for me.
Yes, you guys are kind of just talking about the. Actually, why don't you guys both have a conversation just talking about what you know of the Force and Force users and how they navigate around the galaxy and maybe what they have beyond power, what they have
Sure.
coveted or protected or seeked throughout
Okay.
history, and just
Yeah,
have a
I got
conversation
you.
between yourselves with that.
Okay, I got you. I think I can roll with that. You see, Gideon, I think this chart is pointing us to something valuable, such as some sort of artifact, be it a holocron, maybe a weapon of some sort, or some other hidden, coveted knowledge. Generally speaking, star charts as ancient as these were usually hidden away, sequestered in safe places to keep this knowledge from others. I think we very well may be on the trail of something valuable in more than the sense of just credits here, but in expanding our understanding of the Force.
What do you think the likelihood of Ambria assisting with this is?
Oh, Ambry, I think, is something very different.
Mm.
Both are to be explored, mind you, once the ship is in our name, which is only a matter of time at this point. Supposing we don't die to a fat slug in space.
I have no plans
But,
of it.
oh, neither do I. I don't plan on dying anytime soon. You see, one thing you may not know about my species is that we live considerably longer than humans, and most other races in the galaxy. I have nothing but time, Gideon. And, if you follow me, I might show you ways of prolonging your own life, should you prove worthy. I feel your bond to the Force strengthening with every day. One day you shall become truly powerful. But you must follow my guidance.
I've been attempting to focus myself these past few days. It's been difficult, but
Yes.
I feel like I've been becoming more centered from it.
I get up and start pacing around the room and go on a crazy Sith monologue. And I effectively turn around and face Gideon and I say, yes, I've noticed. Remember, anger without a focus serves no one any good. In the Sith academies on Thule, we had some people who thought just having unbridled passion would bring them all the power. But that is only one tenet of the Sith Code. And it is only one means to an end. True power comes when you have purpose for your anger, when you have focused it, when you have bided your time for the right moment, and then you strike when they are most vulnerable. To this end, I had the conversation with you. Yes, you may hate Hutts, for they have done something wrong to you in the past. I don't know what it is, and quite frankly, I don't care. But you must know when to control that impulse, and then when to unleash it. And you are doing much better. It shows me that you may be worth my tutelage at this point, because you are showing restraint. It's good. But you must improve even more. Your mind must be honed like a sharp blade, ready to strike at the right moment.
Gideon.
But
Nope, keep going.
no, go ahead.
Gideon just kind of nods along, almost finding himself like coming to a meditative point while listening to Nazar. But yeah,
As for this point on the map, I still can't quite ascertain its location, but I have a great sense of its importance. We must find this thing.
What thing are you referring to? Sorry.
Whatever the map's pointing at.
Oh yeah, okay. So the map, what you do learn about it as you guys have this conversation, sort of study it, is that as you sort of channel the dark side of the force, the two of you, and you're teaching Gideon and you're concentrating, you start to notice something maybe you didn't notice before. What you now notice in your studies and in your investigation is that you realize that this is a very old star chart, and there are worlds on it that are forgotten or aren't on modern star charts, and it's slightly more filled out than what you might find today on a standard starship. And you can sense that there is some sort of, what the hell is this Malwarebytes thing that keeps popping up about a fucking Trojan? Website blocked due to Trojan. What website? It's so weird. Anyway, that's fucking creepy. Anyway, you can feel that there is some sort of force energy attached to it whenever you concentrate on the dark side of the force as you try to manipulate the map and mess with it. But you guys both do take a strain because you spend several hours going over this chart, and you do learn some things about it, and you feel like the force is telling you that you're on the right track, but it just isn't enough to really activate this thing to learn more of its mystery. But you do feel like you have made some progress.
Sweet. Say, Gideon, that probably it for this evening. We've taxed ourselves and we must get some rest. But I know you sensed what I sense. This is of great import, and the Force will guide us where it needs us to be.
I will trust you, Nazar. You've not led me astray yet.
Yes,
And
trust at this moment is warranted, but be careful who you trust and for what reason. Never blindly trust. Good night, Gideon.
Good night, Nazar.
Let I go to sleep.
Okay. Anyone else? Schnez?
No, Shez
Del?
had already retired.
So Schnez is in
Still
bed.
sleeping, yeah.
Del's sleeping. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, you guys sleep through the night. You get a full night's rest. Go ahead and get rid of one wound and all strain.
You want me to keep my
And-
string?
Sorry?
Do you want me to keep mine?
No,
Nazar?
he slept afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, get rid of one wound. And I think that means everyone's good except Gideon has a few. That's okay. Yeah, you guys sleep through the night. Get a nice rest. And you wake up, I don't know, like 8 in the morning. And you wake up to the sounds of the bar being prepped for, the day for lunch service. The bar really runs from like, I don't know, 11 to curfew. It's like a lunch, like post-work drinks kind of spot in a hotel. But no one really ever uses it for a hotel. It's mostly just a place to eat and drink.
Gideon's up early. Can he perform medicine check on himself?
Sure.
I have a physician's kit,
You're
which one boosts die in an automatic advantage.
Okay. You are under half. So
So-
1B, 1A.
yeah, 1A. Yeah.
it's gonna be 3P,
Okay.
1A, and then your blues from your kit.
1B, I believe. It's only one, I think. Physician's kit, yes. And
Bam.
oh, the force die is not supposed to be there. My bad.
Take one strain as you try to figure out
Mhm.
your new kit. You're not super used to it. And you get a little annoyed trying to open up all the freshly packed supplies inside and figure it out. But you realize that it's once you get it going, the stress kind of dissipates and you realize that it's quite a helpful kit and you heal all your wounds.
Nice.
There you go.
Awesome.
Nazar's going to make some tea in his little kitchenette, and then he is going to sit and look out the window enjoying his tea.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for an acceptable hour and go get breakfast.
Oh, and I showered first,
Beautiful.
now that I have one of those.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So you guys do have a full day to shop or do some downtime stuff, relax, RP, do whatever you have to do because your identity ship will not be ready till the next day. So whatever you guys want to do with this day, please let me know and we can hit it up, do it up.
At around 11, I want to go knock on Dell's door and see if he'll go shopping with me.
Okay.
Yas, queen. No, I'm just kidding.
Yath.
All right, so it's before noon, so Dell's still asleep.
Yeah.
And
You hear 2 loud knocks.
what? What? Are we on fire?
Is the door locked?
Yes.
Okay. I try the door and then say, Dell, I need to go to the market in the inner city. Will you accompany me?
Did you bring me breakfast?
It is downstairs.
If it was up here, I would more than willingly eat it and then go to the market with you.
Gideon, go get his breakfast.
I pound once. I hit your door once, just with my fist, and I go get him breakfast.
When you hit it, I need to get dressed anyway. You're hurrying things along.
I go get his breakfast.
And Dell gets dressed, and we'll leave and sit on
And
the
maybe
couch with Nazar.
stressed. Would you like a cup of tea, Dell?
No, thank you.
Your loss.
He said, well, I'm having breakfast brought to me, so I'm feeling like it's a winning day.
Yes, I approve. Getting others to do your bidding is one of the more enjoyable things in life.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. I
Yeah.
miss. Is Gideon around? And Dell looks around just to make sure Gideon's nowhere within earshot.
No, he's
No.
downstairs.
I miss my servants. Having someone come in and feed me and then bathe me. It was. Nazar, I don't know if you've ever had servants, but I suggest you get some. It is amazing.
Oh, I plan on it. The only servants we had were acolytes who were still in the initiation process, and they would just bring us our gruel for the day. It was not as fantastic as you describe.
No, that sounds miserable.
It was, but one must be forged in the crucible before they are ready for battle, so to speak.
Sure, but I'm just saying, gruel literally sounds like what it is.
Yes, It's one of the few things in the galaxy that does.
Yes.
That and Jawa juice. Very curious, that drink.
But no, having professional chefs make you things and just, I can't. One day, Nazar, when I'm ruling my planet, I'll take you on the best tour of Pantora.
Yes, I would like that. That being said, me and Gideon were studying the star chart the other day. Nothing any of you two would be interested in, but we did make some headway, so to speak, on it. It's old. Very old. Ancient. Some planets I've never seen on a star chart before, but then again, the one I came from is the same, so. Not saying I'm surprised, but I look forward to a day when we have a little more clarity and can pursue this matter.
Well, old can mean money. I'm sure it means other things to you as well, but artifacts and things to sell.
Yes, the useless trifles I don't mind if you sell. Trinkets. It's probably some statue or carving or something that would fetch a pretty penny, but no, the things I'm looking for are more valuable than credits.
Well, I'm sure you know what you're talking about, but where I'm from, credits are king.
Yes, I understand that. But for now, I think for today we should see what Schnez still needs to accomplish and work toward that end.
Agreed. I did promise to go shopping with Gideon.
Yes, that's fine. We should see if we can make all of our goals align and make one big trip out of the thing. That being said, there's also this meddlesome bounty hunter that we have to deal with.
Oh, I'm not worried about him. Please. If he was any good, I'd be in danger already.
Who knows, you could be. But with that being said, I'm not worried about him either. Fancy names and fast ships are not the types of things that bring fear to my heart. There are scarier things in this galaxy than blasters.
Yes, Nizar, you are truly terrifying.
Yes, and
Uh,
I'm not even a tenth of where I want to be. You will see in time that some can be so terrifying that there might not even be words to describe the fear you feel. But, thankfully for all of us, we haven't experienced that yet.
well, I I don't know what to say to that, but if it's something of interest to you, I hope you find it.
Oh, yes. Me
I,
as well.
I think I'm coming up the stairs.
Ah, Gideon's coming back.
I don't know
Oh
if there
yeah,
was toast, but I'm eating it. I'm eating your toast. Just know that.
um, that's fair. I tend to stay away from carbs this early.
And I hand
Yeah.
you your plate, maybe a little aggressively, but I hand you it.
Thank you. See, you saved time. I'm dressed. I'll eat. We can leave.
I lean against the wall, still eating it.
Gideon, we should see if Schnez wants to do anything. He said his business was not finished. This concerns me.
Is he awake?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Wait,
I'll,
you
I'll
woke me
see.
first, but you didn't wake Schnez?
Of
You let
course, I
him
woke you
sleep in?
first. I'm leaving. I've left.
Oh, Dell,
These eggs are
please.
cold.
I slap your shoulder. Frustrated.
I spilled my plate. Son of a.
No, I didn't slap you that hard. I just gave you a quick
I know,
one.
but yeah, it's just probably like
Scared
taking
him.
like the shock.
Too loud, or just one loud knock at Schnez's door. Just one
Come
thump.
on.
I push it open. I don't walk in. I just push it open.
So you see Shanez just kind of cleaning his blaster rifle, trying to get some of the grime and dust and dirt from the travels of the last week or so off of it, and it's kind of keep it nice.
Good morning, Gideon.
Good morning, Shnaz. I need to head into the market. Inner city market, obviously. Trying to, and I take the axe off my back and kind of holding it with one hand, looking at both sides of it. I need to get some nice things for this. Do you need anything? Your mission, is it finished?
Not quite yet. We're close, though. I have some more research to do before the next step. And I could use some time getting these modifications added as well.
He kind of points to the things that they found on the asteroid.
Mm-hmm.
When were you planning to leave?
He kind of looks over just in the general direction of them, knowing the talkative one. He is ready. Soon. Within the hour.
I'll be ready.
All right. And I walk away. He's coming.
Beautiful.
All right, I will pass time until Shnaz is ready to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Okay, so I think some time goes by. You guys do your thing. You all end up downstairs, and you see Sed and Ollie and Horace. They're all doing their thing, walking around, working. People are starting to come in for the early lunch rush, and they kind of just greet you and give you a nod, but they're busy. They don't have time to really fuck with you guys. So you are clear to just head out and do what you got to do. Are you guys going to use your speeder and hit the Iza's market, or what's the plan?
Yeah, definitely are on speeder.
Yeah, speeder, go inner city market, the nice one.
Dell is way above public transportation.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you guys,
Dell don't ride the bus.
no problem. You guys jump in your speeder and you take the trip into the central part of the city. And after about half hour through the traffic, you eventually do get to the Iza's Central Market. Bam.
Nice.
All right.
Specifically looking for a weapon like modification shop. Maybe that's just the weapon shop. I don't know.
Yeah, so you guys do find, after walking around for quite a while, an alleyway that is all about that is dedicated to armor and weapon modifications. You see some like military surplus type small stores. You see a couple of hunting supply stores,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a couple shops that could do the trick.
So as we're heading to those shops, I'm going to swing by the my trusty bug vendor
Of course,
and
gotta get the
slip her 10
bugs.
credits for some breakfast.
Yeah,
Gotta get the bugs.
she hooks you up and she's pinches your cheek. She's happy to see you, and you get your bag of bugs.
So I'll be munching on those on the way over to the shops.
Beautiful.
Awesome. All right, looking for yeah. Once I find that shop, I'm gonna go in. Do you want to know what items I'm looking for specifically?
Sure.
So I'm looking for the monomolecular edge and a balanced hilt and or.
So you walk into the store, and there is an Athorian running the shop. You guys know what Athorians look like, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like this. Show you guys on
Talking
stream.
stereo, bro.
I don't know why
Fucking weird.
this
Fucking
image is.
stereo. Why'd you say that?
They have two mouths.
What The fuck?
Oh.
Anyway,
on either side of their head.
this is what they look like.
Okay.
On either side of that neck thing, well, not the eye
see.
stalk, but the neck on the side, they have
Yeah.
like a mouth on each side, so they talk in stereo.
Interesting.
Crazy.
All right, this Malwarebytes blocks Trojan thing is starting to piss me off. I got to figure that out later. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Anyway, you were looking for, say again, the
Specifically monomolecular edge and a balanced hilt. I'm cool with only getting one if you don't want to sell me them both.
Oh, thanks.
Or neither.
Let's see here. Yeah, he greets you, and you go in. You tell him what you're looking for, and he's got neither in stock.
Okay.
Sorry about that, sir.
I leave.
Any place on Onderon that would have those specific items?
He just shrugs.
All right, so you're useless. Have a nice day.
He just curses at you as you walk out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thorian.
Shnez is gonna walk up to the counter and gonna present the forearm grip and the integrated scanner that he got off that rifle from the asteroid.
I could use a little help getting these attached.
He
If
kind
you
of
have the time.
he grunts and just nods and waves you over. And he asks, "What are you doing with it? What do you want?"
Well, for the grip, just a general install, and I was hoping maybe to tweak them with some of the special modifications. I'm assuming you have the skill to be able to do such things, correct?
He grunts and like holds his hand out for the equipment.
So I'll hand the forearm grip and the integrated scanner to him, as well as my accurate blaster carbine.
Okay. So he attempts the forearm grip first. Goes on easily, costs you 100 credits. He puts the integrated scanner on as well, very easily. It also costs you 100 credits. And then he kind of points at the forearm grip and he says, "What do you want?"
So I would first like him to try the upgrade for the innate talent point blank mod.
Okay, so this is going to cost more money. Wait, does it take a mechanics check to put on a mod? Or does it just cost money to put it on?
If a player does, it's 100 credits for parts and equipment, and then it's a hard mechanics check if a player's doing it.
Okay. So
Otherwise, it would be straight credits and whatever the shopkeep's skill is.
okay. So for let's see here.
So if the way the player were to do that, each additional mod costs an extra 100 credits, and then for extra parts, that kind of stuff. And then every time you try an additional one, it increases the difficulty of the check by 1.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is why Swan was busted.
Do me a favor and set your mechanics. We're just gonna have you roll for him. Set your
Okay.
mechanics skill to 3. What's your int?
3. You want my mechanics just to 3 green?
Put your skill, like you have 3 skill in
Oh,
mechanics.
got it. Okay.
And then what is your int?
My
Shnez's
int is 2.
All right, put that up for just one more for these checks. So we're just going to pretend that you're the Ithorian and you have 3 mechanics, 3 int.
Okay.
And now for the first.
So it'd be just to make sure then I would roll 3 yellow in this scenario.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's going to cost 100 credits, and it's going to be a hard check to start, which I believe is 4p.
No, hard is 3.
3, sorry. Okay, we're going to do a 3p mechanics check, please, and 100 credits to see if you can get an innate point blank talent on your forearm grip.
All right. Success.
Okay. The character adds 1 damage per rank of point blank to 1 hit of successful ranged, heavy, or ranged light attacks made with a short range or engaged attack. So this is only short and engaged range. So it's up to you to police yourself on this, please, sir.
Yep.
But that is good to go. So go ahead and add that to your sheet and your notes for your weapon. The forearm grip also decreases the difficulty of ranged heavy checks when you're in engaged range with an enemy by 1. So it's just easier for you to engage in combat using your weapon with an engaged opponent. And that point blank talent just helps with that damage, adds an extra point of damage when hit and short engaged. And then you want to do the next mod option as well, right?
Yep. Yeah. On the forearm grip, which is the quality accurate 1 mod.
Okay, this is going to be a 4p. What's this called? Yeah, just 4p mechanics. Actually, you know what? Before you roll that, how this is going to go down, pretend that didn't happen. Because you got the 3 threats, he does make a couple of mistakes with the forearm grip, which makes continuing modifying the forearm grip harder. Because you got 3 threats, it is actually going to be a 5p mechanics check with 1 black.
Okay. And Schnez wouldn't actually know that specifically, so he's just kind of asking him to do this.
Exactly.
So.
And the guy's not going to tell you if he fucks up, obviously.
Absolutely.
But he just keeps working. He keeps working.
5p. Nope, that one failed.
It was 5p 1 black anyway, so it wasn't going to work out that time. Unfortunately, he kind of fucks up. It doesn't work, and he just hands it to you, says, good to go. So it doesn't have accurate, it doesn't get a free blue on it, but you do get a point blank talent on it, which is awesome. You just get an extra point of damage when you are engaged or short ranged with the weapon, which is pretty fucking good.
Yep.
Then he
and
looks.
Then...
Oh yeah, give him another 200 credits. So it's 200 credits plus you get that innate talent. And then he looks to the integrated scanner, and it is going to be a 4p check for the first mod option. Remove 1 setback die from an initiative check. What it does, what the integrated scanner does, is it can be applied to a ranged heavy weapon. It counts as a general purpose scanner on your weapon. Add 2 automatic advantages to initiative checks when the weapon is drawn. And now the mod option is you want to remove a setback die from initiative checks. So,
and I really only want to do that 1 time.
Sure. Okay, so it's 4p with 100 credits.
Okay.
All right. So you actually get both right off the bat, but it could never be modified again. And he accidentally, when he's messing with it, sort of welds part of the scanner to the gun so that it can never be removed. But you get both mod options out of it. But that integrated scanner is stuck on the gun forever. And he kind of curses under his breath as he does it.
Okay.
Does that seem fair?
Seems fair.
And he only asks for 50 credits, and he shows you where he messed up, and he kind of shrugs and apologizes.
So just to make sure, so I get both of the, so -2 black for initiative checks.
-2 black. You can never remove the integrated scanner from your weapon, and it costs 50 credits to get this mod option installed.
All right. So the total would be 300 for the forearm grip with the 100 and 2 additional attempts, and then 150 for the integrated scanner.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate the assistance. That is much better than I could have done on my own.
And hands him 600 credits. Or
Yeah.
500 credits, excuse me.
Yeah, he thanks you and gives you a wave. So question for mostly Styx and Zarian. When would you ever put setback die on initiative? 'Cause I wanna do
It
that.
would depend on the circumstance. So like a good like if it was hard to see, if we were fighting at night and nobody had
Foggy.
night vision, if it was super loud and someone was sneaking up on us, like stuff like that. I would think our
Excellent. Okay.
ability to get the drop on someone or be prepared for combat would be hampered by environmental stuff, generally
Exactly.
speaking.
Good to know. Okay, that's great.
I mean, even things in like the market right now with all the hustle and bustle going around could be a setback dice.
Yeah,
And
I
then
just say blacks on initiative for like environmental factors, generally speaking.
and on the flip side, if you guys were staking something out, waiting for someone to come out of a restaurant, and you were ready to attack them as soon as they hit the street, you could have a blue boost die on initiative as you wait.
Sure, or if we had night vision goggles and it was nighttime and
And
we knew
and
they
the
were
other
coming
crew
out of the
didn't.
bar or
Sure.
something like that. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna start implementing that.
Yeah. Remember, like blues and blacks, the most common place to use them in is like for environmental shit. So that's
Right.
what I generally do with them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, he gives you a wave and you head out and your weapon is pretty hooked up now. You didn't get an extra blue with the accurate, but your weapon is pretty badass now.
I don't
like
think
it.
I can
Thank you.
upgrade
No
any
problem.
of my shit. I don't think heavy robes have any fucking hard points. I do not. Yeah, I'm good then.
Beautiful. Okay. Anyone else have anything to acquire or buy or do while you guys are out on the town?
Not really. I think I'm
No,
gonna go up to
sir.
Schnez and be like, so what left do you have to do for this mission of yours? You seem to imply that you had not reached your goal.
Well, I need to check in with my employer
Yes.
to see if they want us to clean up any additional loose ends after selling the droid.
Yes. Well, we should do that. We have some time to kill. Do you have a means of contacting him?
I would need to find a guild location.
Mm. Yes. Well,
Or I could have, if the ship has an integrated communications device once it's finished, I could use that as well. I would
that
like to
might
keep
be
my
our
presence on this
best.
planet generally low key for the moment.
Yes. Suppose we could pass the day, wait for the ship to be ready.
Schnez nods.
Okay.
Eat some bugs.
When they rejoin us, they'll start talking about, I guess, the future. So there is a hut that we have kind of been working against while we've been here. Do we actually wish to take care of this being?
Does seem rather dangerous. And what happens to Andron, I'll be quite frank, I could not care less.
Yes, I agree. My concern is that where we've been staying, they know us. They probably have video of us. I'm sure if they were pushed, they would sell us out.
Yes, my inclination is to get off this planet as fast as possible. We have someone who knows we are here and is after someone we travel with. We have a Hutt who's coming to enforce a blockade and come looking for us at some point, or what will be discovered as us. The faster we can get out of here, the more we can, well, avoid these problems.
The one who's making the modifications to Vad's ship is. Where are we supposed to meet?
Back at the bar tomorrow.
Shana just kind of looks at the others to see if they feel it's a smart idea.
But,
Gideon, do you have any input?
I'm more so following the lead on this.
Very well. Dell, do you have an idea?
oh, I'm just wondering, curious as to what you all wanted to do. I'm perfectly fine leaving as soon as possible, or sticking around and clearing out this hut. Doesn't bother me either way.
My only concern with clearing out the hut is it's clearly dangerous. You will have a small army of henchmen protecting him. More so than the station, if I were to venture a guess.
Yes, I'm sure that he will. But I will say, it seems that the harder things are, the more money we seem to be getting. Just robbing these dead people is becoming worth it.
Is a fair point. Hmm.
Of course, this is
Well,
all a moot point. We don't have a ship.
we don't have a ship and the hut is not here, so both points are moot until at least tomorrow.
Is anyone looking for any other items or materials while we're here at the market?
I'm not.
Nope.
I need only the force.
Okay. Do you guys want to head back? Do you guys keep looking around? Anything you guys want to do with some downtime?
I don't think so. I don't really
No,
have
just head back,
anything
yeah.
to do. Um. Yeah, at least not right now, anyway.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys spend the day kind of milling around doing your thing. It takes a couple of hours for the Thorian to do his thing, and you guys decide to head back to the Rooping. You get back for dinner service, um, which is running before curfew hits, obviously, and there's a bunch of people eating at the bar. It's rather loud in there. Set, Ollie, and Horace are all busy milling around doing their thing. And you guys get back, and you guys can eat dinner and do whatever you guys want.
Yeah, I
We'll
mean,
just eat
I'm
dinner.
probably gonna have a meal and then just take it easy for the night. I don't
Okay, totally
like
fine.
how often can we research the star map? Like that's I guess, my next question, because that's like the only other downtime thing I have to do.
I don't think you're gonna get anything out of it at the moment.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Then I'll probably just have dinner and then retire for the evening and just kind of chill out. Just wait for tomorrow. Wait for Christmas morning.
Doe asks, said Nolly, you keep mentioning this hut you're interested in, and seem interested in us taking care of him. Well, what can you tell us about him?
Says, I'm interested in anyone taking care of him. You guys are just the first capable people that I could actually maybe pull it off. I don't care who takes out Otis. Even if no one does, we'll survive. We always do. But I figure, I don't know, if you guys can take care of him and have your way with whatever it is he has to offer you, go for it. We've got nothing. All we can do is keep you fed and watered here and give you a roof to sleep under. Well, I guess hope you guys decide to do something about him. But if you don't, hey, no hard feelings. You brought my friend's son back, got him off the streets. I think that's all he cared about.
Well, do you have information that might help us? I'm not saying we're necessarily going to do it or not. I'm just curious.
He says, I don't know much about Otis. I talked to a couple people in the last few days, and all we know is that he's a bit of a loose cannon. He's well connected because of his family, but I don't know, he's got a screw loose, that one. I also hear I mean, we've talked about it before, but he's on a prison vessel called the Last Laugh. Anyone that uses a prison vessel as their base of operations, or if that's how they casually travel around the galaxy, well, seems pretty fucking dark to me. And he just kind of shrugs.
Do you know what family he's from?
No idea. I just know he's not the top of it, or the middle of it. He's also a younger Hut, apparently, but that's all I really know.
Well, unfortunately, that's not much for us to go on. But thank you, and have a good evening.
Yeah, he says, yeah, I wish I could be of more help. And then he goes to the back and he puts plates of fried Pacobi on the bar for you guys. And then someone shouts across the bar and you hear like a glass break and Sed goes running over. And Ollie just shakes his head and watches Sed walk over and mutters to himself. And you see him go to the back, comes back out with a broom, and then you guys are at the bar by yourself.
All right. I'm going to eat dinner. Probably head upstairs.
Okay. Is that what everyone wants to do?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Okay, so everyone eats, drinks. You guys go up to bed. Let's see here. Let's get everyone in there. Do you guys want the expensive rooms again, or?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm used to it now.
Minus 100 credits each.
Great.
You guys are in your rooms. You guys hit the sack. And I think now's a good time to take a 10-minute break. We'll come back at 8:25 p.m. and continue episode 9 of Star Wars Shattered Frontiers. See you guys in 10 minutes.
See you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Gentleman. A gentleman. What up? Back from break. Let's see if the boys are back. I'm a little early. That should be okay. What's up, boys? How's it going?
Howdy, howdy.
Good evening, gentlemen. Hope you're having a grand time with episode 9.
Yeah. I'm having a good time.
Excellent. Is anyone else back?
Yep.
Yeah, we're all here.
Everyone's
Yeah.
Mr. Bishop?
Yep.
Ooh.
Nope.
Okay. I'm ready to go if you guys are.
I'm always ready to go.
Shut up and drive.
That's gonna be my next character. Is gonna be voiced by Steve Blum. So everybody knows.
Okay. Hopping back in.
I'm just here for the credits. Whatever the fuck it says.
All right, hopping back in. Let's do it.
Right.
So you guys have a good night's sleep. You guys wake up early, around 8 in the morning again. And it's just another typical day in the bar. You hear them preparing, just as they do every morning, for the day. Take it away, boys.
All right. Next day. Nazar's gonna do what Nazar does. Except this time, he's gonna make his tea and go downstairs and sit at the bar. And he's gonna wait patiently for Homeboy to show back up with his shit. Actually, I'm not at the bar. I'm in one of the chairs.
Cool. Okay.
Schnez will get up pretty early and head down towards the bar as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right.
Yep, getting does the same.
Cool.
Dell's asleep.
All right. So you guys are hanging out at... Go ahead and put yourselves in the chairs you were at. Sorry about that. Okay. Beautiful. You guys come downstairs. You see Horace is like down the stairs, like in a janitor closet, getting cleaning supplies to clean the bathroom, which is unfortunate for him, but it is what it is. Ollie is behind the bar. Sed's nowhere to be seen, probably in his office. No patrons are in the bar yet, and they're just kind of getting ready for the day. You guys can all, have a little bit of breakfast. You guys, it seems like everyone just kind of like relaxing at their own table, just kind of chilling. And you got, god damn, this fucking Trojan thing keeps popping up. I gotta figure this out as soon as we're done here. Now I'm getting like more and more malwares, bites, pop-ups blocking some Trojan thing. Anyway, gotta sneeze. Ah,
Bless you, my child.
Dankeschön. Yeah, you guys hang out for a while, make some small talk. A couple people come in for some like early lunch, early breakfast. Not much goes on, but around lunch, you see a familiar face walk in. Maybe Dell's probably still upstairs sleeping. Horace
Is
is
it
bussing
around
tables.
noon?
Yeah, it's like right after 12.
Yep, Dell will be awake.
Okay. Yeah, Dell comes downstairs for brunch. And as you guys are kind of just doing your thing, a bunch of people obviously are at the rooping. Barry from the boss office comes in, and he's a man on a mission. He walks right in and he sits at the table with Nazar. He gives like Ollie a wave as he comes in. Ollie just gives him a wave and a smile. Barry sits down and He greets you, says, "Hello. Good to see you, Mr. Nazar Thresh." And he kind of sits down across from him.
Nod at him.
I was able to get it done a little faster than anticipated.
Well then,
He,
do you have it with you?
Of course I do. And he kind of does the, like, finger rubbing the thumb thing on the table.
Yeah. I produce a credit chit and I put it on the table. My hand is still on top of it.
He takes out the identichip and slides it towards you and takes the chit, slides it toward him, and he says, "The Ashen Angel now belongs to Nazar Thresh. I do want to say that the ship does have a bit of a history. This isn't the first or probably last time that it's changed hands. I knew about Vad's line of work, I suppose you could say. And I typically would turn the other cheek. That's how he was able to come and go as he pleased, but I don't know. I don't know how else the Ashen Angel is flagged throughout the galaxy. So, you won't have any issues getting on and off the ship, proving that it belongs to you, but be careful with it. Do your own research
Yes.
when you're on board, yes?
Yes, well, I did think 30,000 credits for a decent ship was a bit on the cheap side. I expected some baggage.
He just kind of nods and he shrugs and he says, "Well, I don't want to be seen with someone I just handed a ship over to. But enjoy. Hope I
Think I
won't be
shall.
won't be seeing you again for a while. Try to keep the ship away from Onderon. This morning, as I was leaving, I heard some young buck in the office asking for an inventory list on ships with ships that have been abandoned or have deceased owners. Timing is good, yes. Getting this out of there.
Very much so, and I have no plans or intention of staying on Onderon any longer than I have to. Should be gone by the end of the week.
I don't blame you. I don't like it here either, but the Bureau, they pay me well for this outpost. So I don't mind.
I should certainly hope so. I smile.
He smiles back at you. He says, "Enjoy the galaxy, Mr. Thresh." And he walks out without looking back or looking at anyone else.
I pocket the identichip. And I walk over to the bar. And I sit next to Dell. And I say, "We are the owners of a ship with considerable baggage. But we got it on the cheap, and it's in good condition otherwise."
Ollie's walking by the bar as he hears that and he says, "Congrats on your ship, gentlemen." And he keeps walking.
I sit to Nazar's left.
Well, at least he brought it back, and I guess we could go check out the ship.
We should. Might need fueling and minor repairs.
Um, anyone? Does everyone wish to go? Or?
Yes,
Del
I would like.
Schnaz over.
Are
I
we,
would love
are
to
we
see your
leaving
new
now?
wings.
So we
Um,
are proud owners of a ship. Well, Nazar is, and we were thinking of checking it out.
Yes, I at least want to give it a look over. Also, we had a full night's sleep, right? So everybody's trained and shit.
Oh, yeah. Get rid of one wound and all strain.
Well, should I grab my things from the room, or are we planning on coming back here?
It might be good in case we have to leave in a hurry. Remember, there still is a murderous bounty hunter out there after us.
Oh yeah. Let's move all our things to the ship. I like that idea.
Schnez will go up to the room and grab the toolkit and weapon maintenance kit stuff he's been storing there.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the stuff out of my room too. I have quite a few things in there. You know. Put them in the speeder for now, I guess.
Okay.
Till we speeder on over.
Okay. Beautiful. So you guys gather up some stuff that you want to take out to your new ship, the Ashen Angel. You guys jump in your speeder. It's lunchtime. The city is popping. It's a nice, wonderful, sunny, hot day out in Isis. You guys start cruising through the city toward the north gate that leads to Casaltu Station, which of course is north of Isis, a few miles north. You guys get to the force field gate. It drops, and you guys head out into the jungle. You stay on the main pathway. During the day, at this hour, it's pretty busy. Tends to be pretty empty, close to curfew. But right now, lunch hour, midday. This is like prime time, and it's a pretty busy route out to Casaltu Station. But after a while, you guys do make it to the station. And as you pull up, you see a bunch of starships and whatnot situated in this port. It's located next to a beautiful lake, the giant freshwater lake that is just north of Isis. And you pull up and you make your way past the customs office where you first arrived in episode 1. And you start walking through the rows of ships.
It says we're parked at level P1.
Yeah, I think there would be like maybe a note wrapped around, like just a note that just puts like the
Or
stall.
a tag that's like, this is where it is.
Yeah, exactly. Which is totally fine. And you guys walk through the port, and the Ashen Angel is on the far end of it. There is a few empty spaces for ships near it. It's kind of in like a dustier corner of Casaltu. And you guys, please ignore the space background, but you guys approach a beautiful ship, the Ashen Angel. It is not in space right now, and it is not on. You don't see anything shooting out the backside.
Whoa, we're in space. No, okay.
But there,
You walk into space and you're dead. Campaign over. Thanks, Soba.
of course. And you guys see this beautiful ship. On the outside of the ship, close to the cockpit, on the left side, you see this image. Go ahead and check out the stream.
Oh God.
You see this this sort of decal on the left side of the ship by the cockpit.
Also, do you have stats for the ship that I can put on my character sheet?
One second. Just a little fun background. What an ash angel is. It's a scavenging bird that lives on the surface of Celeste.
Nice.
And that's why the ship's called the Ashen Angel. Anyway, it's that little decal. And you guys walk up to the ship. It's locked up. And As you get closer to the ship, the identity chip, a little light on the chip turns green as you get closer to the ship. Would you like to go on
Cool.
board?
Oh yeah, I want to go aboard. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you get close to the ship and you swipe the identity chip close to a sensor by the ramp, and the ramp immediately opens up. You guys are able to climb on board. And you do. Again, you are not in space. And you guys,
You're not dead.
yeah, it's not rocketing through space. Don't worry. And you guys all step on board through the back ramp.
Oh my god, we got a ship, boys. Very excited. I am
And
very excited. I like.
very nice. Okay, feel free to
Dell sprints to the cockpit.
yeah, feel free to explore the ship. I'm going to hand over a character sheet for everyone. There's an Ashen Angel character sheet. It will be in all players' journals, and it can be edited and controlled by all players. Please don't make any edits or changes to it. But you guys can look at the sheet anytime you want. So
Okay, so
you guys should, the sheet should be good to go right now.
Yep. Nice.
It has a 3 silhouette, a max speed of 2 with -1 handling. It's got 1 forward shield, 1 aft shield with 0 port and starboard for defense. It has 2 armor. It has 25 hull trauma threshold, 15 system strain threshold. It's a G9 rigger light freighter with a medium sensor range. It's got 4 hard points. It's got a pilot and a co-pilot seat. Can also have passengers on board, obviously. It's got a hyperdrive primary class of 3. And it has, and it has a forward mounted light blaster cannons that only fire forward. They have a short range, but they do some pretty decent damage. And there's also a dorsal mounted light auto cannon setup that the co-pilot can control as well. And that has a 360-degree arc. The dorsal mounted light autocannons can shoot in all directions, and a co-pilot can handle that as the pilot is flying and manning the forward mounted light blaster cannons. So it's got some decent guns on it. It's got some decent room on it. It's not the fastest ship in the world, but it's a pretty decent ship that will get the job done.
Also got 4 hard points, so we can make it faster if we want.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that is your new ship. Let's take a look. So Dell is in the cockpit. As you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. You have the pilot's chair. The co-pilot is right behind. Am I moving the...
You're moving me. You're moving Dell.
I was also moving the actual ship, the whole image itself.
Make sure it's on the map layer and you're on the token.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll keep moving the ship around.
There we go. That's what I meant to do. So anyway, thank you. Back to it. Pilot seat, co-pilot seat. The co-pilot or the pilot can also handle astrogation at their seats, which is great. These 2 rooms on either side of Dell are the escape pods. Then you have a co-pilot's room here. You have a pilot's captain's quarters here. Just south of Nazar, you have a bathroom for the crew with a shower, toilet, shower, sink. You have another crew quarters with bunk beds. And you could sleep 4 in this room, which is... Actually, no. I don't think they're bunk beds. That's just 2 beds for 2 more crew members. Actually, what do you guys think? Should these be...
Well, if it's 6 passengers, then those are probably bunk beds. And then you have 2 singles in the captain and co-pilot.
Yeah, these can be bunk beds. These can be bunk beds. To the left over here is a kitchenette, and the next to that is an operations and recreation room. So one half is for just kind of hanging out, chilling. Another one is more of strategy and
One looks
planning.
like
Go ahead.
yeah, one's like crew mess or meeting room combo, and then one's like a lounge or something. That's what it looks like.
It's like a lounge and meeting room kind of in one
Right.
space. To the south, you have a storage bay where you can put a bunch of stuff. There's a couple of different rooms for maintenance. One can be used by a maintainer. The one on the right is attached to the engines, though. If you go over here, you can access engine
Click to
information.
engine.
Whereas this does not have engine access, but is still a viable engineering bay or maintenance bay. And then you have your on-off ramp at the back, and you have a storage space over here that you can use for weapon storage or other goods. And that is the ship. Not too shabby.
Sick.
Not too shabby.
Nice.
So would comms be in the cockpit then, or in that rec room area?
Probably in the cockpit. I'd
Definitely the
imagine.
cockpit. Yeah.
Okay.
I ran to the cockpit just to do like pre-flight stuff to like make sure things are working.
Okay. So Dell and Schnez, are you both in the cockpit?
Yeah, Schnez would have gone with him.
Okay. Who's sitting in the main seat? Who's sitting in the co? Okay.
Right now, Dell's in the main, yeah.
All right. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Beautiful. Okay. So, to start the ship up, you will need to make a computers check and then a piloting space check. And that's just to get the ship up and running and to make sure everything's good to go from your initial inspection here of your new ship. So go ahead and make a 2P computers check and a 2P piloting space check.
I'll get the piloting if you could do the computers.
I mean, I can try on the computers. I can give you some assistance with the piloting.
I think your computers is going to be infinitely better than mine.
2P?
Yeah.
And you can add a blue if he's helping you.
Yeah, and I'll help. So you get a blue.
There you go.
Alright, I haven't been in this particular ship before, but let's see if we can get this thing fired up. What do you say, Dal?
Yes. Let's see what this thing has.
Ooh, barely.
No, yeah, that's
The lights
That's
turn
great.
on and the ship hums to life.
yeah. You guys know how to apply power to the ship, pressing stuff. From here on out, getting the ship on is just a 1P now with computers. Now, if you hit a 2P mechanics check, you can actually turn the ship on, including engines, just for like a test.
I'll aid you again.
You'll have to do it from the main piloting chair for the mechanics check. Computers is fine with co-pilot, but someone...
Sure, Dell will leave the main. Dell is an idiot. He cannot do this check. He will believe that he'll just leave it.
So Dell swap seats with him.
Dell probably got a little overwhelmed.
Yeah. He's just really good at flying once you're in space, so he got excited.
Alright, so that's a 2P.
Mm-hmm.
1 blue. Mechanics.
And you realize you're at the helm of the O.
Nope. So Schnez kind of fiddles with it for a little bit, but doesn't get the ship really roaring.
So the ship, everything's good to go, but you fail because you realize the ship is completely out of fuel. So you guys are going to have to pay money to get the ship topped off with fuel and all of the shit that it'll need to be spacefaring. It looks like it needs to be topped off with liquid oxygen, needs to be topped off with water, needs all kinds of stuff. Vad kind of landed it and never filled it up before he died, so it needs to be topped off, and you need to speak with Casaltu to get on the list, the fueling list and maintenance list, which, depending on how busy the day is, could take a while. It could be that you have to wait several hours. You might have to come back in the morning for the next shift to handle it. It all depends on how busy shit is, but you guys will need to get in line for maintenance from Casaltu and pay a fee. But the ship does work, and Schnez, you notice, even though you fail to get the ship going, when you switch to this seat, you do notice that there are some flight logs and other stuff that you can take a look at. You just need to accomplish a 2P computers check by yourself.
All right. Well, I'll first and foremost gonna tell Dell.
It seems that the ship is out of fuel and other essential supplies. We're going to need to get in line to get restocked. Can you go see if there's an assistant droid outside that might be able to help us with that? Get in the queue.
Ugh, droids. I'll also need money. I'll get Nazar.
Hold on. I hear you guys talking about this, and I say, why don't you just call the damn station?
Either works. If there's droid attendants pretty much everywhere, or you can just radio the tower. It's up, not the tower, the station. It's up to you. You can easily just go find a droid outside, and they can.
Yeah, I think eventually Nazar's like, I don't care. I'm going to be unloading my things.
No, we'll need you for money.
Well, yes.
Snow just kind of looks back expectantly.
I mean, Dell leaves to go find a attendant droid.
Oh, okay.
'Cause, yeah, assumes you wanted some private time.
Nazar is taking the fucking owner's suite. It's like, it's my ship, fuckers. I'm staying here.
Yes.
So what was that check for the logs?
2P computers.
Okay. So I'll try to skim those real fast.
You do get to the logs, but there's a ton of logs, and before you get a chance to really look at them, you hear out the back, Dell. I'm gonna use you here for a second, Dell. Sorry. You hear Dell arguing with a droid about getting in the queue, and it distracts you, and I think that pulls you away from digging into the logs at the moment.
Okay.
Just your stupid hunk of metal. Go get me something living.
A droid kind of like whistles and waddles off angrily. Go ahead, Shinez, you get one more try as the distraction sort of leaves, and you can concentrate on the logs again. So go ahead and try again if you'd like. One more time.
Okay.
All right, this time, distraction aside, you're able to open the logs up, and you do some reading and some looking through them. And after a while, you go far back into the logs, and you can see that the ship has been turned over several times. It's not bad ship originally, and you see that there is an old gentleman by the name of Kek Mermino. He was a Mon Calamari that actually hands it over to Vad, and it was kind of unofficial and hasty. You can see that Vad has had the ship for quite a long time, though, and he seems, based on the logs of what you're seeing, he typically sticks to Republic and neutral space, but he kind of takes this thing everywhere in the galaxy. And it seems like he makes a lot of stops on Coruscant. And you see that he's typically flight logs where he's landing and refueling are typically not at like really well maintained or highly secure ports. They're typically your smaller ports, your backwater planets, underworld areas to land, not in your big public, highly secure civilian ports. And that's because obviously this ship is kind of dirty, kind of hot. So he tries to just avoid that kind of stuff. And you see that he's been running flights and missions out of Republic space, specifically Coruscant, for months, many months. That is what you learn.
Okay. So the other thing I'd like to do, kind of while everyone else is distracted, is close that cockpit door and check out the comms to try to check in with Bro with the Hut.
Okay. Give me a 3P, or sorry, a 2P computers check real quick. All right.
Got the rolls tonight.
That's okay. You got 2 advantages. I think it just takes you longer to figure out how to widen the communication scope. You waste a lot of time on local bands, and you finally, I'll throw you a bone here because you did get 2 advantages, but you finally do open up long range bands off world. You've never really messed with a ship like this before, or comms on a ship like this before. So it just takes you a while, but you figure it out, success or not. And you are able to reach out to places far outside of where you are. And on your person, I'm sure you probably somewhere in your gear have information that can, like, I don't know, like not a fucking phone number, but you know what I mean, like a what would be the right term for how to reach someone on comms? If it's
Like
not
a comm signal.
is that
Just
what it
like-
would be, a comm signal?
Yeah, whatever their fucking, like, people have comm signals that are, it's effectively like a phone number. So it's like, you know,
I
their
see.
signal. Some are
Okay.
encrypted, some are not. So it just
Okay.
depends.
Yeah, so you have an encrypted signal that goes back to Bropa the Hut. You've only ever spoken with Bropa the Hut a couple of times. It's always been on a holo communicator. You've never met him in person. You've met people that work for him, though. But you never met Bropa in person, but you call this encrypted comm signal. And it rings for a while. Rings. the connection tries to go through for several minutes, and nothing really happens. But it is a very long range call, so you just sit there, kind of just waiting, biding your time. A few minutes goes by, and finally, someone answers, and this individual picks up, and it is a human. And he's kind of a older, wizened looking gentleman with a big beard. He's kind of a bigger gentleman. He's older. And he says, how can I help you, Mr. Schneslek? We forgot about you. Well, I did anyway. You're alive.
Do I recognize this guy in any capacity?
You've spoken with him before. He's an associate of Bropa's that does his bidding. You've talked to him once before.
Okay.
His name is Oleg.
Hello, Oleg. I was just calling to check in on current mission status.
Oh, well, very well. And were you able to complete the task that Bropa bestowed upon you?
Indeed, the target has been questioned and has informed us that they sold one of the packages to a other hut named Otis. I'm curious as to how you and Burpo would like me to proceed at this point.
He kind of just stares, or I guess this is not video. There's silence for a while, and you hear him say, he sold one of the droids. To Otis, you said. Otis the Hutt?
That is correct. That's what he told us when we questioned him.
You hear him say, and you hear his voice. His voice is kind of faint for a second, and he's speaking with someone. You can't really make it out. And behind him, in the room, you hear a "Doba do shuba adoba ho ho," and there's silence for a minute, and he comes back and he says, Well, Bropa is quite upset. Quite upset that Otis the Hutt would dishonor the Hutt family with undercutting his business. What else did you learn about this droid sale?
It was just the one that was missing that he sold. That is really the extent of it.
Any information on the droid or the cost?
Apparently he paid around 30,000 credits for the droid. It was one of the security droids.
One of the MI series security droids. He received
Apparently so.
30,000 credits for it, you say?
That is what I understood, yes.
And what of Toxamib?
The issue has been taken care of.
Very well. You hear him kind of like speaking away from the comm link, and you hear his voice, can't really make out the words, and you hear then he comes back. He says, Brope is very pleased that you were able to take care of Tox and find this information out. He is quite displeased with Otis, though. In fact, he says if you want to gain favor with Bropa and many other Hutts across the galaxy, discreetly discarding of Otis, the most hated of Hutts, would be something that would please him and probably many others greatly.
I'm assuming that you would like to extend this contract then to include Otis?
He disappears for a second again. You hear a Dopato Shunda Otis. And he comes back and he says, on top of the 3,000 credits that you should be being paid for current job, he will pay you another 20,000 if you can defeat Otis. With no one knowing about our conversation, no one ever knowing that it was a Hutt that put the hit out on another Hutt. If you can accomplish this, not only will you be paid, but you will be, as Bropa just said, quite famous amongst the Hutts. in probably a quite positive way. He is very hated, apparently.
Agreed. I have made some accompaniment who seem to be very capable. We will do our best to ensure that this is handled discreetly.
He says, it is best they don't know that it's Bropa's idea, yes? If huts find out that in today's day and age, huts are turning on each other, the entire empire could fall. And we wouldn't want that, not when so much progress is being made.
And if the droid is recoverable,
Curious question. If you can recover the droid and return him to Bropa, I'm sure he'll throw in a bonus.
understood. I will check in again in a few days once I understand the next steps and situation.
Very well. Happy hunting, Schnezlek. And he turns off the line.
All right, so Schnez will kind of continue to look around, probably check out some of the logs a little bit more, but open the door to the cockpit again.
Okay. And after a while, everyone has sort of moved their stuff on board the ship that you guys brought back from the rooping. And Dell is just getting back. And Dell, maybe you're a little bit pissed off because you finally have spoken with someone. You spoke with a younger human mechanic that works at the spaceport, and he has got you guys on the list, but because you guys, people typically get in line for fuel and supplies first thing in the morning. The later you start in the day, the more fucked you get. Just like with anything, right? Like you want to queue up early. They say that they will be able to have your ship ready to go tomorrow before lunch, but they're essentially last in line for the day. They're short on folks right now, so everything is backed up. They apologize. They give you actually a discount to get the ship juiced up and ready to go. So it's 800 credits, but you guys won't be good to go until probably around 10 in the morning tomorrow. But for 800 credits, you'll have full fuel, full liquid oxygen, full water in your
Hyperdrive.
Yep,
and all
full
that shit.
hyperdrive, full everything. Goes will be good to go.
Cool.
Yes, as soon as they said discount, Dell's demeanor would have changed. He would have gone from being a hard ass to, oh, all right, that seems reasonable.
Beautiful. Cool. Yes, you come back and you share the news with everyone as Shanez is coming out of the cockpit.
Yeah, I'm hanging out in the lounge.
So it looks like we'll spend another night on this planet after all.
Well, at least we won't have to pay room and board.
Well, I guess the fumes or whatever, we're not supposed to be here when they're fueling.
Oh, blast.
So one more night in the rooping?
Son of a bitch. Yes.
We should check other mechanically sound things. Is anyone good at that?
I believe Gideon shows some aptitude for it. Let me see if I can get him. Gideon!
He's meditating. You come in and he kind of opens one eye, kind of side eyeing you, sitting on the bed.
I'm standing there with my arms crossed. And I'm like,
What do you want?
we need a mechanics check.
I am
And
not.
I don't mean that in a meta way. I mean, like, I need a mechanic to check out the ship.
I open both of my eyes and kind of breathe deep. I'm not a mechanic, but I can look. And I get up and
Yes, well, didn't you say you want to get better at fixing things? This is an excellent opportunity. Get out there.
where am I going?
Czar's going to be your mother.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
So
I
what
don't
are you
know where
what are you trying to
the
do right now? Sorry.
just like make sure
Dude.
that like all everything's like up and I know like it doesn't have fuel. We don't have to check it, but if everything's like at least
General
sound, so once
systems
we get
checks.
fuel, we could like get
We're
going.
not worried about a wing falling off or something.
Yeah, so like check the ship over.
Yeah, go in this
Yeah.
room and you can do a 2P mechanics check just to do a mechanics diagnostics check. Yeah, everything seems like it's good to go beyond the depleted fuel and liquids and
Mhm.
whatnot. But once you guys are topped off tomorrow, this thing will be fucking ready to rock.
Awesome.
I come out because I was not a part of that whole fuel debacle, and I don't care. I come to Dell. The ship needs fuel. Can you deal with it?
Yes, I've already dealt with it. They'll fuel it tomorrow, unfortunately, due to hazardous fumes or whatever. We cannot be on the ship.
Mm, fine.
So
Well,
one more night
Fine.
of moving.
if you have anything particularly valuable, there seems to be a small hatch under this bunk. Maybe we can hide things in there or something. Or maybe there's a safe. I have no idea.
Well, do we wish to return, or do you have other business in this area?
We must gather your party before venturing forth.
Question
Yeah.
really quick. Someone kept the data pad that was connecting the Hut gangster Clatuanian guy to Otis, right? Someone
Yes.
has that? Okay,
Someone
great.
has it's
Gideon.
either rival or Schnaz, yeah.
Is that the thing we got in the hut base?
It
When
was
did we get
at
that?
the landing pad
No,
by the
we got
shuttle.
that off of the at the landing pad when we killed
Yeah,
the
I have
guy.
that.
That's the hut base.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Then yes, I have that.
Well, just making sure because that's how you guys
You
will
said-
be able to locate the last laugh when it's back.
You said it was the Clatuanians, right?
I can't remember which fucking
I don't know
gangster guy it
either.
was. So, it wasn't Norik. It was the other guy. It was
It was Norik's boss, or it was the dude who tried to talk shit and he died in one round. I remember.
Yeah.
That guy. So
That
much.
guy.
Stop
It was
stop bringing that
Keenak.
up, by the way, rival. All right, don't piss the GM off any more than
It was
You know?
Keenak the Clatuanian. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Enix, data
So if you have
pad.
Keenak's
Cool.
data pad, we're all good. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So do you guys head back to Isis?
Yeah, if everybody's down for that.
What time is it?
At this point, you guys have been out here for a while. You guys showed up here around 1. You've been out here for at least a few hours. So curfew is in a couple of hours.
Yeah, we got to get back.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go back to the
Yeah.
cockpit, power the ship. Go ahead.
I was gonna say power it down. Yeah, and then I was gonna say Dell hop in and drive us back.
Yeah, you guys power the ship down. It's locked up. Nazar pockets the Adena chip, and you guys hop back into the speeder. You drive through Kasaltu spaceport. It is starting to wind down. You see people heading back to Isis. You see lots of people on inbound trains back to Isis. A lot of speeders are leaving the spaceport. You also see like a night crew kind of showing, like night shift, showing up to the port to handle night ops in the port. And you guys get on the road back. And on the road back, there's not a lot of, you guys are like kind of stragglers, right? So most people are taking the train. You do see people on the road, but for the most part, there is some empty patches on the road as you guys are heading back. It's almost all people heading back to the city. And as you guys are cruising,
To say,
Go ahead.
Dell's just he wants to remark, just so happy we have a ship now. We could finally leave this horrible place. Perhaps once we finally get off planet, I'll be able to act more like myself, and we'll all get along again.
Yes. Well, I look forward to that.
Yes, and then we could find that hut and more money to be made.
Yes, indeed.
But, yes, I'm sorry for any being antagonistic, Gideon.
Rival?
Gideon just kind of breathes deep. It was never personal, Dell. I know.
Well, good day to a good start for the week, I guess. And Dell just continued driving on.
Yeah, and right as you're saying a good start to the week, and everyone kind of seems content with one another. About 4 seconds after you say that, as you're driving down the road, you hear a blaster shot, and suddenly the speeder careens off the road and actually crashes off the side of the road. And as it's crashing, you see that there is a blaster bolt, a hole that has appeared on Dell's head. And Dell,
Oh, my boy.
Wait.
Dell has been shot in the head while driving the speeder, and he has crashed on the side of the road, comes to a halt.
Nazar jumps out of the speeder, whips his blade out, and yells, "Show your face, coward!" And he's like, pissed, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, so the speeder is smoking. It's still running, but it's crashed into a rock. And Dell's body is slumped over sort of the steering column. And his head is bleeding. There's a little bit of smoke coming out of the hole out of the back of his head. And he does not look like he is alive anymore. And you guys all do you guys all jump out of the vehicle, or
Yeah, I'm already out.
Yeah, I was
have
gonna
a
ask
sword
if I could
out.
do
I'm
like a
shouting into the wilderness, demanding that whoever did that show their face, so I can rearrange it for him. I'm pissed. It's my boy.
Okay. So as you're shouting, God damn it. Why do I keep doing this? Layer, map layer. Now there's a grid on it. I don't want a grid on it. There we go. Okay. Out of behind some cover far across the road, you see an individual step forward. You see looks to be a man in blue and teal armor standing there holding a blaster rifle kind of against his side, and the tip of it is smoking, and the man looks like this.
Are you guys on the same layer that Soma's on?
No.
Oh, you're not?
I'm
No,
not
you
either.
didn't drag the little book.
Can you see him now?
Nope.
What?
No, we're still on Casaltu.
Yeah, we still see the ships.
Oh shit! Sorry. This whole time the stream's been watching. Yeah, so you guys crashed the speeder. The speeder crashes on the side of the road here. Dell,
Right.
he's dead down here. You guys all jump out, and across the road you see this man in blue armor standing there.
Jesus.
And he looks like... Come on, where the fuck is it? Oh my fucking god. There it is. Like this. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Yeah, he's
He
standing.
looks dead to me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, he's standing there looking at you guys, and we're gonna have everyone roll initiative.
It's a sweet looking gun, though. I do gotta give him credit.
Yeah, this guy's pretty badass. Don't roll initiative yet, please.
Okay, not rolling, not rolling, holding. Pause, champ.
Okay. Beautiful.
And I assume we're rolling vigilance because we just got shot out of a car. But
Yes. So
Okay.
you can go ahead and roll now.
Am I rolling?
Vigilance.
vigilance,
Okay, thank you.
Vigi.
Dell, do not roll. Why is
I
it
didn't-
5
I didn't.
PCs? Wait, do I need to reset this?
No, I haven't rolled.
No,
You
there's
can
too
just
many- I
delete the
gotta- I
ones that
gotta
are
remove.
extra.
I don't know which are
Yeah.
extra. Just reroll.
God damn it.
It's okay. Not that big of a deal.
Oh damn, I did better.
I'll take my new one. Yeah.
Fuck. 3-5. God.
Yeah,
Okay.
3-2 for Gideon is pretty nuts, honestly.
All right. He's standing there staring at you, and he's staring at the speeder, staring at the mark that he wanted to take out. Dell slumped over dead in the speeder. All right, go ahead, gentlemen.
Do you guys want to go first, or are you cool with me going first? I'll fire.
I'm just gonna do an incidental first. I'm just gonna stare at this guy. It's not my turn, it's an incidental. So I'm just gonna look at this guy. I'm gonna point my sword at him. And I'm gonna say, that was the last mistake you'll ever make.
He just stares.
And then I power up to Super Saiyan 5 and kick his ass. Just kidding. I
Nice.
have no idea what I'm gonna do. Let's see.
Can I make it to him
It's like 2 maneuvers probably.
with strain?
You wouldn't be able to climb up to. Well, you'd have to be 2 maneuvers and an action, athletics action to get up, to get to him.
Fuck.
Okay.
I will go first. I have an
Oh.
idea.
Okay.
I have a better idea, Rival. Trust me on this.
Okay.
You're gonna pick up Dell's corpse and throw it at him with the force. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Jesus.
Oh no.
I was like,
no.
how is that a
Okay,
better
do
plan?
that.
Time out.
I
That's
was
what
like,
the guy
no.
wants, though, right? Now he's got the proof.
Yeah, you
I
just
mean,
No,
takes
I'm
you
the
just
runs.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Weekend at Bernie's him.
Yeah.
No, I am gonna try and like pick up a rock though that's laying around and fling it at him though. Like, hit him in the face with a rock or something like that.
Yeah, like pull him off.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a.
Actually,
basketball-
wait a minute. Can I do that? Can I pick him up and try and move him closer to me?
I just pull him off the ledge.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if
didn't
you
even
want,
pick him up.
yeah. I want to do that actually.
you can use the force in that way.
Okay.
All right. So
What's my difficulty on that?
it's gonna be a 3P, 2 black.
Well, it's not a ranged attack, so I think it would be opposed with his discipline or whatever.
Oh, you're not
Discipline
doing
on
the ranged
discipline.
attack. You're just trying to grab him.
I'm trying to grab him and pull him off the ledge so that Gideon can get to him. I'm not gonna throw something at him.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's just I roll a force die to see if I can even muster it enough to do it, and then we do discipline on discipline. And if he out-disciplines me, then he resists. That's how I think that goes.
Okay. If you're just trying to like drag him off that ledge down,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
gonna be discipline versus discipline, and it won't do any
Okay.
damage.
All right, here's my force die. Okay, I channel the dark side, which is what I'm looking for since I'm a dark sider. That's good. I will take it. And now discipline checks. It's
I am
not
going
great.
to use a dark side destiny point to
Fuck me.
up his discipline by
Okay.
1.
All right,
Yeah, I should have saw that coming.
it's
Let's
okay.
see here.
Gives us another one.
So I just used 1. There we go.
Thank you.
So now he gets an extra skill in discipline.
All right.
Yeah, he resists.
You see, use the force, and you start to try to grab him. Instead, you drag him forward a foot to the edge, and he plants his feet down, and you see him kind of like hunker his arms down, and he lifts his rifle towards you after he feels that.
Okay.
Next PC.
Get him, Gideon. Or Schnaz. Don't care.
Yeah, Shnaz, unless you're gonna go, I'm gonna try to climb.
Yeah, before you go charging in, let
Mhm.
me. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
take my blaster out, take 2 strain to aim, and take a shot at him. Right.
You're gonna double aim with 2 strain?
Yeah, you can probably double aim.
If
No,
you're
because I
taking
didn't
2
have my
strain,
weapon out.
that's
He
2
doesn't have
maneuvers.
Oh, you
precision.
you didn't have your weapon out. Got it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Got it. Yeah, you're right. I stated.
So,
that I agree.
someone, what's the check?
This is going to be it's going to be 2R. 1 second. 2R, 1B. And then whatever your blue is, if you're aiming.
1 black, you're saying?
It's 2P,
Right.
2R, 1 black, but aren't you going to aim?
Yeah, so I'm aim, and then I have accurate, so it's 2 blue.
Okay.
Nice.
Ugh.
Oh.
And
Yeah, your
swing
shot
wide,
goes.
but I'm impressive move.
It's a good shot, but it goes right by his head, and he like ducks down, which opens up advantages to you for you to pass the blue to someone else.
Yep.
And you can also
Yeah, so
heal
I'll
some
pass the blue to
advantage as
Gideon.
well, or heal some strain as well.
Yeah, I'll take that back.
Okay. Next PC.
Yeah. Try to climb.
So that's 2 maneuvers. So take 2 strain, and
Yes,
now
sir.
you need to give me a 2P athletics check.
I get a blue, right?
You tell me why.
Cause Shin's passed me one, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
You
Yep.
get a blue to your next check. That's how
Yep.
that works.
On B2P. There.
Beautiful.
Oh, I think I did it.
Yeah, you essentially when you get up to this, you barely even climb. You don't even use your arms. You fucking run up this thing
Mm-hmm.
like a badass, and you stop
Um,
short right in fucking front of him as you're standing on the very ledge here.
You should cash in some of
Can I
those
do anything
advantages
with
for
these
a free
advantages?
maneuver.
You got 2 people talking. What?
Can I do anything with these advantages?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
You should.
Hang on.
Perform an
I'd find
immediate
this
free maneuver could be helpful. Or
Well,
putting
you
a
have the
black
2
on him
maneuvers
would be
per-
good as well.
Can I get range defense? Can I give myself like a range defense stance?
Until the end of the next turn. Yeah. It's 3.
And then heal my 2 strain.
Sure.
No, that works.
I'm gonna do that then. Give myself a range
His turn.
defense.
I was about to get shot in the face. Let's do it.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Anton's turn. So he had his gun pointed down at you guys, but suddenly Gideon sprints toward him and like runs up this wall, takes him by surprise. So he actually drops his weapon to his side, and with his right hand, he is gonna try to punch Gideon right in the face. And I'm gonna do a called shot, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna try to use brawl against you to knock you down the ledge because you're standing on the ledge. So it's gonna be, let's see here. It's going to be a brawl check. It's going to cost him some strain to do as well. But it's gonna be a 2P 1 black, 2 blue. He's gonna double aim.
Am I contesting this somehow?
No.
No?
How?
That's
Why
not how
would
brawl
you?
works.
Why? It's an attack.
It's an attack.
Okay.
He's just making a fist fighting attack against you, basically.
Yeah.
It makes it harder for him. His difficulty gets increased by 1 purple because he's doing a called shot.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
So it's gonna be 1R, 1P, 1 black, 2B. Okay. That work for everyone?
1R. Why is it being upgraded?
Because it's a called shot, or is that a black?
No, it's just an extra purple. It's not an upgrade. It just raises the difficulty by 1.
Oh, okay, so it's a 3P, 1 black, 2B. It's not an upgrade, it's
Yes.
just raising difficulty. Got it?
Yeah,
that
correct.
makes sense.
Correct.
So 3P, 1
That's
black,
how that
2B. He hits you for 7 damage, and you do get knocked.
Doesn't deal any damage to me.
7 damage
Nice.
doesn't do damage to you?
7 strain. Soak, sorry.
Okay, 7 soak.
Okay.
Feasting and feasting.
So he does hit you. He does not hit you in the face, though. But he hits you, and he does activate Disorient for the
It
next...
dealt no damage to him, though.
So, just looking at those dice, the negative ones didn't show up on that roll.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's right. Your
because you
negatives
put them in
should show.
you put them in weapon type,
Oh,
not
Jesus
modifiers.
Christ. Why do I always do that? So
It's
stupid.
okay.
Can I just re-roll it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're all-
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so he hits you for 5.
No damage.
Doesn't do any damage because it doesn't... I mean, does the quality still...
It
No,
has to. It has
have
to
to deal
bypass
damage.
soak in
You,
order
you,
to. For the quality
you
to-
made the rule that if he got a triumph, you could still do the quality, but if you didn't
Oh,
do
that's
the,
right.
yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, he punches you,
Time's the only way.
and you take the punch like a champ, Gideon. Top of the order.
I would like to go.
What?
Yeah, I'm good with Gideon immediately retaliating. Sounds great.
Sick. I'm gonna hit him with my axe. I'm gonna use a light side dice to upgrade my melee.
What'd you just say?
I'm gonna use my axe.
Are you
I'm gonna
carrying
use a
an
light-
axe and a greatsword on you?
Nope, just the
Nope,
axe.
just
The great
axe.
sword is on the ship right now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna use a light side die to upgrade my melee.
Yeah, Soma, didn't you know you spent 25 experience to get Titan grip last session? I mean, it's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
Just swing it around, double thing. That'd be crazy. What is the check for him?
It's gonna be 2R, 2 black.
I'm gonna double aim as well, so I'll take 2 straight.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it's 2R, 1 black. 2R, 1 black.
Okay, sorry. All right.
Negative 2
2R, 1
charisma.
black.
Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate you. We are in a nice little combat scenario near the end of the session here. Good timing. What's up, everybody? Okay, so you hit him for 9 damage. It's really 4.
Pierce 2.
So he takes 6 damage. Okay. Damn it. I always do that. I always close out the fucking
Character
sheets. I do it every time. Okay, there we go. Good to go.
At least we won't judge you for it.
Thank you. Cool. So you slash him, you do hit him, and you hear him kind of grunt in pain. Next player.
Schnaz, do you have any opinions?
I mean, I'm just gonna do the same thing, so.
Okay. I'm gonna go a different. Well, what the hell can I even do? I think I need to get closer. I have no choice.
Well, then if you're gonna do that, let me go first.
Yeah, you go first.
All right. So I'm gonna take 2 strain or no, because I guess that would be my move. I'm just gonna aim. I'm gonna double aim. Take 2 strain. Gives me 3 blue, and then it's a 2 red, 1 black.
Yeah, but if he's engaged with someone and it's already 2 red.
It's 2 red, 1 purple, and a black.
Yeah, 2 red, 1 purple,
Okay.
1 black.
Yep.
All right.
I still believe in you, Shnez. But if you hit Gideon, I will laugh out loud.
I'll laugh out loud, man. That'd be funny as fuck.
Oh, it's not a despair. We're good. Hey.
Nice!
You hit him for 9 even. Good job.
Yep.
Okay, next PC.
Okay, I am going to run approximately 50 feet.
Okay.
That should be 1 maneuver, right?
50 feet? No, that's 2.
I think it's like 30.
That's not within short?
50 feet? No, that's going to be 2 maneuvers.
Okay, fine. I'll take 2 maneuvers, don't care. And then I'm going to make a similar athletics check to try and get up the wall. What was it again?
I think it was a 2P.
Yeah, it's 2P.
Great. May the force be with me. Actually, didn't you use one? It should
I
be
did.
3 light and 2 dark.
It's 2, 3, because I just used one. If you
Oh,
scroll,
yeah.
scroll up 2 actions, it's
I'm
yep.
gonna use 1 more to make sure I get up there, because if I don't, it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah, if your athletics isn't good, do it.
My athletics is 3, so it's not horrible. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to. I want to save it in case I have to use the force. So, I succeed.
Oh, easy.
I'll take an extra strain if Soma deems that appropriate.
Yeah, you take 1 strain climbing up.
Yeah.
But you're good to go.
All right, and that's my turn. Yep.
All right, so the bounty hunter that has just killed your friend and fellow party member Dell with a clean headshot. He sees this like badass dude in his face. He's getting hit from a Kubaz down on the road. He sees this red-skinned man running toward him. He knows that one of these guys just tried to move him with his mind. So what Anton does is he turns around and on his hip he pulls off his belt a Merson Rider Ascension pistol.
Oh, what?
And he's going to make a 2P range light check. And if he succeeds, he is going to swing away from you guys into the jungle and escape. So let's see if he essentially is going to shoot himself up into one of these giant mushrooms and fucking get the hell out of here. He's got his target. He's not trying to take on 3 badasses. So it is going to be a 2P. We're going to put 1 black on it as well. And I'm going to roll another destiny point to upgrade this by 1. Because that is my right. Bam. Use the dark side point. And now we're going to roll it. Bam. He succeeds. And I need to lower my
What a
discipline
coward.
by 1 as well. So you upped that earlier with the destiny point.
No,
So
he's not
he
a coward. He's just smart.
exactly. Yeah, he steps back quickly after getting shot. He looks over Gideon's shoulder. He sees Nazar running toward him, and he quickly, while turning, pulls the Ascension gun off his hip, fires it up toward a very, very tall mushroom stalk. He connects with the cable, and he shoots himself up toward the stalk, jumps off the stalk onto the head of another mushroom, and runs off, jumping from mushroom to mushroom into the jungle at alarming speeds. Like, this guy is fucking gone. Does anyone want to try to pursue? You guys also are on the jungle road, so you have to think about that as well.
No, I'm not pursuing into a crazy jungle. I'm actually going to head back toward the speeder to.
Yeah, the words alarming speed made me not care.
You're like, I'm out. I'm out too.
Yeah, it's whatever. I met Del a week ago. Oh well.
Jesus.
So
Lazar
speeders
This
are
is
said-
a
good.
team game. Just gonna say that again. Anyway, so this
Yep.
guy Anton, he is victorious. He has killed Del Tenro. He has verified it. That's why he was standing there verifying the kill, probably recording it with video. And he is off to go collect 100,000 credits for killing this very wealthy, some would even call a prince of Pantora. And you guys go running back to the speeder. The speeder is smoking, but it is still on and working. And Dell's dead body is slumped over in the driver's seat with a hole in the center of the back of his head. And he is dead.
Can I look at the speeder and potentially make a mechanics check on it?
You said it's still working.
It's still working.
Yeah, but he said it's smoking, so I assume it's gonna do something sketchy.
Go ahead and roll me a 2P1, or sorry, a 3P1 black mechanics check.
3P1 black. Oops.
Lazar kind of
I
looks
broke
over. You didn't break it. It's just you did not succeed in
You didn't-
making it not smoke.
You didn't fix anything, but with the advantage, you can see that if you head right back to the city, you should be able to make it back before this thing breaks down.
I'm gonna look over to Schnez and say, and to Gideon and say, I don't suppose you know any Pantoran burial customs by any chance.
No, I
That's
can't
gonna
say I
shake.
do.
And as you guys are standing here, some more speeders come from down the way, and you see one has like a family in it, another has just like a Twi'lek in it by himself, and they're kind of just driving back to the city, and they see a dead man slumped over in a speeder on the side of the road. They see you three standing there talking.
I quickly notice that, and Nazar shouts out to them, waving his arms, going, "Help, help, our friend has been killed," basically, kind of a thing.
The family keeps, they
need help.
speed past, but the
Okay.
Twi'lek, he pulls over and he's like, what happened?
I can't say. We were driving down this path, and we heard blaster fire, and then we looked over, and our friend had slumped over, and we crashed.
Gangsters. I know it.
Tragedy.
It's gangsters. You guys need to get out of here. We need to get out of here.
Yes.
He says,
we do.
I advise you get back to the city immediately. And he kind of looks around, looks into the jungle, and he speeds back toward Isis.
I will move Dell's body to the back of the car, and I will sit with the body. If you two want to take the front seats and get us the hell out of here.
Gideon's hands are kind of on his head. You want to bring a body into the city. A body.
Yes, everyone deserves respect.
I'm not saying.
I'm not burying him
lubricate
in a desolate jungle, you
Is there a trunk?
savage.
Is there a trunk or something?
I'm
I
not
don't
shoving him in a trunk, fuck no.
Because
Get the hell out of here with that.
we're gonna get questioned. But all right,
That's fine, I got answers. They can
I don't
question
think
me.
we can avoid the attention at this point.
Maybe
We've all
not.
been seen by two people. A family.
And I told one of them what was happening. Yeah, so.
That's
And I already
okay.
explained to one of them what the situation was, so I think we will have good word going forward. Whatever the hell. Just drive.
So Schnez will hop in the driver's seat and start heading back towards the entrance to the city.
Go ahead and roll me a 2P piloting planetary roll, please, Mr. Schnezlek. Yep, you're good to go. You're a little stressed out driving back, so take 2 strain as you have a dead body behind you. Anton's out there somewhere, and you're just a little shaken up.
Yep.
But you guys do drive back, and you approach the city. and you come upon the city. You get to the gate. Yeah, do this really fast. Clear that. Exit out of that. Jesus Christ. Okay, you guys pull up to the force field at the gate of Isa's, and the guard, he's like, "What the hell? What happened to that guy?"
Gangsters on the road. They shot our driver. We had to come back as soon as we could.
He says, "Gangsters on the road, shooting people during the day," and he immediately gets on a comm link, and you hear like
I just nod gravely and I just let him do whatever he wants.
yeah, they hold you at the gate for a second. Another guy comes to ask some questions, and you can tell that there's some procedures starting to take place. The force field opens after they ask you the questions. You guys are free to go, but you see guards actually coming out of the city, and the sort of gate patrol is bolstered as some ISIS guards head out into the jungle road to patrol and to make sure that anyone else coming from Casaltu or elsewhere can get inside the city safely, and they secure the
I'm
road.
going to walk up to the officer who took the police report, basically, and I am going to ask him, is there any place, a morgue of some sort, where we can store this body so I can bury him off-world?
Yeah, they give you directions to a police station that has holding facilities, but also a morgue in case someone dies in custody on the north side, and it's relatively close to the roofing as well. And he radios ahead and lets them know that you'll be dropping off a body.
Yeah. I'm gonna store Dell's body in the morgue, and then we're gonna head back to the roofing.
Yep, that's totally fine.
I'm not burying him on Onderon. That would I'd be haunted for the rest of my life by the ghost of Del Tenro. That's not happening. It's ridiculous.
The whole thing actually extends past curfew, but you get a guard.
A hall pass.
You get a guard in a speeder to what's the fucking word?
Escort us.
Escort, Jesus Christ. To escort you guys back to the rooping. So you guys are all good in that regard. And you get back to the rooping.
And only 3 of us walk through the door.
Probably around like 9 or 10 at night as you guys the speeder is still smoking but still running, and you turn off the speeder outside of the rooping, and as you shut it off, you go to turn it on again, Schnez, but it doesn't turn on, it's dead. And you guys are outside of the rooping, speeder dead behind you, past curfew, 1 party member less than when you started. And as you're about to walk into the rooping, the screen fades to black on episode 9 of Star Wars Shattered Frontiers. That is how we will end this session. Good sir. Sirs. GG. Y'all get 15 experience, including you, Morton Salt, for your new character when we come back on the 22nd. Reminder, the 15th is a bye week. Too much going on in real life to be able to play next Monday, so we will have to take a break, but we will be back in 2 weeks on the 22nd of May for episode 10 and the continuation of Shattered Frontiers. Great session tonight, guys. And just a little disclaimer. Obviously, in combat, players should get a chance to defend themselves, and no one should ever just die in an RP moment. I did have a conversation with Morton Salt, aka Del Tenro, and Al wanted to play a different character. He felt like Del's time was done, wanted to try something new. That's why you saw what you saw tonight. Don't think that I'm some jerk that's going to kill players off randomly. We made sure this was kosher and good to go and fine with Al before I pull the trigger on this, and he will debut a new character on the 22nd.
I never heard anything about this prior to night. What's going on now?
Son was an asshole. He just killed me outright. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, that's my style. Yeah. So if you're wondering what the hell happened, that's what happened. But it is sad to see Del die. But alas, Del Tenro is no more. Let's vote for the session MVP, my friends.
Anybody have any favorite moments?
Yeah, we're gonna go over. God damn this Trojan Malwarebytes thing. That's what I get to do after we're done with the session is figure out that stupid fucking thing. Who is the
My favorite moment
session?
was getting the ship. 100%. Very excited.
Okay, so
We have a new
Nazar-
ship for the Raiders. They came afterwards. We just procured a new vessel.
Nazar is stoked about the new ship, which is a valid thing to be excited about. Poll is being created. Here is the poll. Please go ahead and vote on who you believe the session MVP was.
All right, I'm gonna go first as far as like things I liked.
Well,
I got
Nazar
two of them.
did.
Yeah, I got two of them though. I'm gonna say them both.
Okay.
I enjoyed the Force talking and Nizar and Gideon talking about the map early in the session. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I liked Schnez talking with his boss, the Hut. I thought that was a good moment too.
Agreed. I did like both of those.
Get
Myself.
some MVP votes, guys.
Go
If
ahead
you
and vote, folks.
don't know who to vote for, pick someone whose picture or name you like. I don't really care. Just vote, vote, vote.
Yes,
I
please go
really
ahead and vote, folks.
appreciated during Schnez's conversation with the boss, Soma's hut voice. That was fantastic. Doesn't help
Doesn't
with the
matter, Jay
situation.
Witch. Just vote.
Sorry, what'd you say, Walter? Go ahead again.
I said I really appreciated your hut voice.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, same. I liked
Glad
it.
you liked the Hut voice. Good. Yeah, I was just winging it. 100% winging that voice. I don't know if I said anything offensive in Huttese.
It was good. It's perfect.
Thank. Okay. Go ahead
I'm
and vote,
voting.
folks. Yeah, I'm gonna vote too. So I gotta say, my favorite was Schnez doing his stuff today, especially with Bropa. I just liked being Bropa, and Schnez is what allowed me to do that. So I'm gonna vote for Schnez this week. Go ahead and vote, folks. Go ahead and vote it up. I think it's clear that Schnez is going to win. Oh, wait, we're starting to get some votes. Okay.
Take the vote.
All right.
Take it.
God damn this Malwarebytes shit. I'm pissed. Okay, Schnez, it appears you are our MVP. Oh my God, it's like really happening a lot now. Schnez is our MVP. He's going to get a free Destiny point to use on the 22nd when we come back for episode 10.
Thanks, everybody.
GG, Schnez. GG.
Yeah. Nice.
Beautiful. How did Del die? As Del was driving the party back to Izes from Casaltu Station on the jungle road heading back to the city, he was sniped in the head and he crashed the speeder. And the bounty hunter that was after him, Anton, was able to kill him for the 100,000 credit bounty. The players tried to take Anton out, but he escaped when he realized he was outnumbered. Yeah. So, Del is no more. That was a great session. Can't wait to hear what you guys are spending your experience on when we get back on the 22nd. But until then, that's going to do it for episode 9 of Star Wars Shattered Frontiers. My good friends, thank you so much for watching tonight and hanging out. What a crazy session. See you on the 22nd for episode 10. Do not miss it. The campaign is going to get crazier from here. The last couple of months, what I told the group and what I even mentioned, I think, in maybe even episode 1 or 2, is that this initial arc was going to be sort of on rails and more of a contained story so that I could learn how to be a GM. This is the first time I've ever done this. I'm new to this. I'm still relatively new to Star Wars as well, if you think about it. I only started playing Star Wars RPG less than a year ago. So learning the entire system as a player is one thing. Learning it as a GM as well when it's a relatively new system is a lot. So, yeah, it's been fun learning the game in this first initial arc. But from here on out, things are gonna sort of widen in scope, and now that they have a ship, especially, things should get more exciting. So we'll see you on the 22nd of May for episode 10. Thanks for watching, fellas. Thanks for playing as always. See you guys soon. Goodbye.